12 warning signs of toxic relationship. Hey guys, the word toxic relationship is right now everywhere. It's a real buzzword, but so many people are confused. Man, what does it actually mean? Is my relationship toxic? And I want to give you 12 super simple things that you can find out if your relationship is unhealthy. Hey, my name is Veronica, I'm a relationship coach, and here on my channel you learn the basics of healthy relating. I have also a project called the Conscious Relationship School, and I'll tell you a bit about it later. And if you want to learn more about healthy relating, subscribe to my channel, and then you get notified whenever I release a new video. So let's get into it. The first sign of a toxic relationship is that you can't be yourself, and this is really the foundation of healthy relating. If you feel like you constantly have to put on a mask, or you have to put on an act because actually you feel like you're not really liked for who you are, this is an absolute red flag. If you want to really build a foundation of love and connection, you have to be yourself, you have to be able to be authentic. And if that does not land well with your partner, they wish that you were different or something like this, it's not right for you, it's toxic. The second one is a really big one, and statistics have actually shown that our generation have less sex than the previous generations, which is crazy because apparently we live in the age of free sexuality and so on. But yes, the second warning sign is when physical intimacy is missing. This is so important for a relationship. This is where we connect. This is really where we exchange like loving energy, and people suffer if the intimacy is missing, and it usually means that there is bigger issues going on. Of course, sometimes there is sexual problems because maybe there has been some abuse or some other horrible event in the past, but then at least it has to be addressed and actively worked on so that both partners feel like there is some improvement and some healing happening here. The third sign of a toxic relationship is if you cannot spend 2 days together without fighting. That is the bare minimum. 2 days you should be able to be harmonious together, to go on a nice trip, to really enjoy each other. I know so many couples that honestly are only together because they really never see each other. They both have such a busy schedule, and then they go on a holiday or something, the arguing starts, and luckily they soon come home again where they can, live their separate little lives in order to not break up. It is not toxic because your partner should be your person to go to, and if you cannot spend time together a long time without fighting, then you're not right for each other. If you feel like you cannot talk to your partner about your problems, this again is such a red flag for a toxic relationship. Your partner should be the first person you turn to whatever you have, and you feel like you can't talk to them because they don't listen to you, they don't take you seriously or anything else, the relationship is not healthy. This is also another place, when we connect to each other, when we actually exchange what is troubling us, when we get vulnerable. And if we cannot talk about problems, this level of connection, intimacy can never be reached, so the relationship stays very, very shallow, and that's super unfulfilling. 5. You feel like your partner doesn't really like you. Is there something about you that just seems to irritate your partner? They constantly, lash out on you or say, oh my gosh, you're so responsible, you're so immature, you're so annoying, all this stuff. If you feel like there is this, that constantly you trigger them, it's not a healthy relationship. They should just like you as you are, Of course, everyone has little flaws, but in my own relationship, what I can say is like, I love the little flaws as my partner has, and I find it really cute because it's just a part of who he is. And if your partner does not give you the same courtesy, then it's toxic. 6. You walk on eggshells around your partner. Do you have a partner that is so overly sensitive or is constantly feeling triggered by everything? That is a sign of a toxic relationship. You should not feel like you have to constantly, make sure that they are not offended or anything like this, or you can't make jokes as ever you want them to or something like this. It's not healthy, it's not relaxed. They probably have some stuff going on that they have to work on, but it should not be on you to change yourself to constantly accommodate them, but they have to find out what triggers them so hard and heal it. 7. You have no say in your partner's major decisions or vice versa. If you're in a healthy relationship, you are involved in each other's lives, and decisions such as a potential house move, a potential job change, or even, like having a baby or something have to be discussed. This is so important. If they don't allow you any space to voice your opinion, it's not healthy, because they probably don't really want to be involved. They are not really serious about the relationship. And the same the other way around. If you feel like your partner shouldn't have any say in those decisions in your life, then it means that you probably have some intimacy problems and you cannot let them really in. And that's not a healthy relationship. 8. If you have children or pets and your spouse does not want to get involved, that is a big sign of a toxic relationship. Obviously, children and pets are a part of your life, they are your responsibility, and obviously they are something also to love and to cherish. And if your partner doesn't want to get involved, there is some problems here, either maybe he's just simply not interested, or she's not interested, or maybe they want to actually punish you. There's something there to look at, but it is a sure sign of an unhealthy relationship. 9. Your partner makes you feel small. This is actually a sign of a potentially abusive relationship, because if your partner makes you feel small, it means that they maybe want to manipulate you. They want to change the situation so that they are higher in power and that your self-worth is diminishing. So it's really a flag actually for narcissistic abuse. So if that's happening in your relationship, really, be honest with yourself. Oh my gosh, is there some narcissism maybe going on, and eventually even some emotional manipulation? 10, and that's a big one, you have to get drunk to have a good time together. I used to have a relationship like this where I only was getting along with them and having fun if we were both drunk, on a night out or something like this. That means that you actually only like each other in your fun parts, when there's no problems, when everything is relaxed. But that's not all of life, you as partners, you have to be a real team together, you have to solve problems together, and you cannot be at all times in this party mode. So if you always have to be drunk together to have fun and get along, it's toxic. Sorry. 11. You feel like your partner is ashamed of you. That one hurts really, really deeply. Why? Because of course you would think that your partner's proud of you and he wants to, or she wants to show you around, present you to everyone. But for example, if you meet people outside and you feel like, oh, your partner doesn't really want to introduce you as their spouse, or you never get invited to work parties and such, this makes you feel like your partner is ashamed of you. And that's a clear sign of a toxic relationship, because it can really make your self-worth so low. And obviously there would be a million people who would be so happy to show you as their spouse. So this relationship is toxic, and honestly, you're worth more. And then finally, number 12, your partner never invites you to his or her house. Your house is your personal space, and it shows a lot who you are. So if they never invite you, they probably have huge intimacy issues. But of course also it could mean that maybe they are in another relationship and they're actually cheating with you. I mean, that's so terrible. So if you're dating for a few months, that should be just normal, that you invite each other to the house. So if that's not happening, I'm sorry, but it's really, really toxic. Alright guys, these were the 12 warning signs of a toxic relationship. I hope it helped you. When I was in a toxic relationship a few years past, I actually knew exactly what's going on and did not want to admit it. So I hope that with this video today, you can be honest with yourself about what's happening, because that's the only way to change it and to eventually find a different relationship with a partner that cherishes you, that loves you, that respects you, and just wants to be with you because of you. If this inspired you and you want to learn more about healthy relating, join my Conscious Relationship School. It's an online platform where men and women come together to learn about healthy relating. And of course, if you want to do coaching, just check on my website. You can work one-on-one sessions with me. All the things that I said today about toxic relationships are things that we can work on together, and I would be super happy to assist you. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye!